Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And this is your match review of Senegal nil, Netherlands 2 in a very, how do I describe this game? Just a lack of quality. A game that just lacked quality in in the most important areas of the game, in terms of upfront. Because look, at the end of the day, yeah, in terms of the first half, look, I thought in terms of possession, both sides, were doing decent. They were finding ways to break each other down, but at the same time, they were finding ways to also counter-attack on each other. Um, but it just lacked real quality up front, man. Like, I'm sorry, but when you're the Dutch, yeah, when you've got Janssen and Bergwijn up front, what do you expect to do? And when you're Senegal and you don't have Mane, it's always going to be tough for them. I thought even at times, for the most part of the game, Ismail Assar was probably the only player I saw for Senegal really trying to cause trouble. And also Idrissa Gana Gueye was trying to get forward as well and help out the attack. But it just wasn't enough, man. And the best chances in the first half was probably De Jong's chance to shoot, where there was a cutback. I think it was from Gakpo. Frankie takes a really good touch, then he cuts in, and then he takes one really poor touch that stops him from shooting, in which he tries to cut in again, but he does get tackled. And then obviously there was a cutback that Bergwijn just missed. The ball went in, it just goes past him. If he makes contact, he probably scores the goal. But yeah, it is what it is from that perspective. I just felt like Senegal were just lacking that cutting edge, and I feel like overall the game probably should have been a draw. If you want if you want my opinion, I don't think either team would have deserved to win, in which Netherlands did, and fair play to them. We'll get to the goals later on, and unfortunately we have to get onto Mendy, even though he's Chelsea. It's just, man, that Mendy story. I'll get to it a bit later on, but like I'm just sad about it, really. But we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, the first half in general, I thought both teams' style of play was decent. There were moments where Netherlands were popping it about. One touch, two touch football. Senegal as well. I felt like down the left hand side they were really getting some joy. Dumfries was getting exposed defensively. He was nowhere to be seen at points, and De Ligt was getting bullied, man. De Ligt was getting corked. Corked! It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, bro. Yeah, De Ligt was embarrassing in that first half, I can't lie. Second half, he was a little bit better, but I can't say overall he had a good game today. And it just felt like in the final third, the decision making just wasn't there. Like, at times you're thinking, cut it back, but they're not doing that. They're holding onto the ball too long. They're shooting when they don't need to shoot. It's just lack of decision making and quality in the final third for Senegal just is what killed them today. And it could have killed Netherlands today, but hey, when you got Gakpo and Frankie de Jong, who for me I'd say were the only two players from at least the players that started today for Netherlands that showed something, that tried to you know how can I say it? Like, two players in Gakpo and Frankie de Jong who tried to run the show today. Frankie did run the show, to be fair to him, and Gakpo looked decent today. He looked good. He looked strong on the ball. He looks like a decent dribbler as well. They were the only two players for Netherlands that I felt like, at least going forward, were trying. Like, Van Dijk at the back today was, for me, overall solid. I feel like Koulibaly today was really good as well. So the two captains, the two experienced players were top tier today, showing their class. Yeah, but when it came to Netherlands, yeah, Frankie, if there's one player in this whole group, yeah, that you just don't want to give time and space to when they have the ball, it's Frankie de Jong, man. It's Frankie de Jong. Because when they were giving this guy time and space on the ball, bro, he was not missing. He was not missing, bro. Except for that one time, yeah, where he probably should have scored. Bro, 9 times out of 10, he was killing it. He was always making the right decision for the most part, and he was just running the show in general when you think about it. His dribbling, some of his passing, his close control, his press resistance, what a player, man. And I just wish, man, I wish we went in for him this summer. I really, really wish we went in for him in the current window that just passed by, because he's a top player, man, top player, and it showed in the goal. He had time, he had space, he had so much time to just pick his head out, see what's going on, put in a lovely cross in. Gakpo gets there before Mendy. I don't know what Mendy's doing. Mendy, come on. Come on, Mendy, man. If you're gonna go all in, you have to go all in. Yeah, this is what happens in football. Yeah, if you know in football, you're always stuck between two minds sometimes. When you decide to make a decision like Mendy did, or when a defender does, you know, when you decide when a player drops into maybe a pocket of space, and you can see the midfielders ain't close to them, and as a defender, you're thinking, do you go in? Do you not? Like a defender goes in halfway through, you're like, oh no, I made the wrong decision. But then at the same time, it's like you're already there, so you've got to continue, and you end up making the wrong decision in the end, and you get exposed for it. It's like in that moment when Mendy comes out, he's stuck between two minds, because the position Gakpo's in, he's the favourite to win the header, and Mendy must have known that by the way he even attempted to get the ball. You know, just as he went in, it was like he must have thought, "Oh no, why did I do this? Why did I go in? I should have just stayed in my goal and tried to save it." Bro, if you're gonna make a decision like that, you need to go all in. I'm talking about get the man and the ball. Because there was no way he wasn't getting that ball unless he took out Gakpo first. And if he had done that, he probably would have conceded a penalty. Hence why he probably didn't go all in. He decided to risk it, but he didn't go all in. And that cost him. And that cost the team as well. So yeah, if you're gonna do that, Mendy, you need to win the ball, man. You definitely need to win the ball. And the fact that he didn't, yeah, that's just sad. And the second goal, obviously the pie came on, you know, gave a bit of life to the Netherlands. And it showed in that second goal. You know, he cuts inside when Senegal are a bit exposed. He shoots with his left foot. Mendy again. He basically assisted Klaassen. He basically assisted Klaassen. He just parried it out to Klaassen's feet. 2-0. Again, you need to parry that out. You need to get that, you know, all the way down for a throwing. You know? Get that all the way down the pitch. Man, you need to parry that stronger. He needs to get a stronger hand to it. I'm not saying, oh, he should have caught the ball and kept it with him. If you're gonna parry it out though, make sure it's out. Make sure it's parried out for a throwing, mate. Or at least a corner or something. Don't do a soft, that's soft. It's not good enough. So yeah, there's not really much to say. Mendy, poor game, and it's just sad with this situation, man. This guy went from being a goalkeeper that nobody knew about when he came to Chelsea. Nobody knew a single thing about this brother. He was unemployed a few years ago. Like, yeah, nobody knew who the hell he was. And then he won the FIFA goalkeeper award in 2021. You know, I remember at the time when Donnarumma won the Yashin trophy, I said he got robbed of it because he was the best goalkeeper in the world. And he was continuously showing last year that he was the best goalkeeper in the world by his form, by the way he was playing. You know, our fan base, me included, I was saying he's the best in the world last year. This guy, better than Alisson, Edison, Courtois, Ter Stegen, Oblak, you name them, he was better. And then this whole year, my God, since AFCON, I've said it to you guys, since AFCON, he's had a horrible year. Shocking year, man. And it represented in his performance today on the ball. Not good enough, but we already know this. So yeah, it's sad to see, man. Even some of the times he tried to command his box and try to punch the ball away, just not good enough at times. Like, but yeah, it is what it is, guys. If you did enjoy this review, please like, comment, subscribe. Netherlands get the job done, as they are probably going to top this group, as I can't see how they're going to lose to Qatar or Ecuador. They'll probably win both games. And with Senegal, I can still see them winning both their games coming up against Qatar and Ecuador. They should do. If they don't, it's a catastrophe. It's a shambles. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm 4 away from 100, so please help me get there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later on for USA versus Wales. I'm excited to see that game. Hopefully that game just in general is just more entertaining than this one. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.